Hey everybody, it's me, Tara Queen Jamila, here to do the Sagittarius August of 2019 love reading. This is going to be for the couples and the singles, okay? And I'm just going to get right into it because I'm a little pressed for time, all right? If you guys need a private reading or other spiritual service, the link to my website is below. I do provide cleanses, healings, love work, money work, um, hex removals. So you guys can contact me for a consultation if needed, okay? Hello to the chat. I can't see, so hopefully that's not a troll. Hey, that's not a troll. Hey. All right, so let's get into it. We're going to look at current to see what's currently going on for the Sagittariuses, for the couples. So we're going to call to the spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, ascended masters, for the Sagittarius sun, moon, rising, and Venus. What are you seeing going on right now currently in Sagittarius's relationship? Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up on the way in and make sure that you subscribe if you have not subscribed yet, okay? All right. All right. Oh, good grief. Seven of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. Wow. So it seems like Sagittarius, it's first of all, it seems like a lot of you Sagittariuses are either dealing with another fire sign or either a water sign, or it could be an air sign. What I'm sensing is that there is some unresolved issues, some anger. Somebody's not wanting to go forward with the relationship because they're still angry about the past. Either there was some distrustful situations going on, or there was some, because listen, every relationship has problems. Nobody is devoid of problems. People make mistakes. Somebody is still angry, even though they want the relationship. They're kind of like, I feel like things have come to a crawl because somebody doesn't trust somebody. Well, then what's the point in being involved? Why continue to torture yourself over the situation? Either let it go or move forward, one or the other, because, you know, it feels like to me, somebody's saying, look, don't waste my time. If you can't get over the past, then don't waste my time. Okay, so now it seems like it's stuck. Okay. Spirits, what do you see going on in August of 2019 for the Sagittarius couples? Hold on a second, guys. Yes, you're adorable. Yes, you are. Okay. Sorry about that. Spirits, what are you seeing going on for August for the Sagittarius lovers? August of 2019. What are you seeing coming up? All right, let's see, because it looks pretty bad right now. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. All right, you guys got the Temperance card, the Knight of Wands. It does look like Sagittarius is pursuing the relationship. It seems like either Sagittarius did something wrong, from what I can see, because you can tell the Sagittariuses are coming in as the Knight. Now, if you're dealing with another fire sign, it could be that person pursuing you and saying, hey, I want to try to work things out. The Seven of Cups comes up, though, and the Devil. So I feel like the first half of August is really, really going to be rough. You're still going to be dealing with whatever this issue or problem is. We got a new moon coming up on July the 31st. And so probably about when we're at like 50%. Okay, going towards the full moon, when the moon is waxing, this stuff is going to start coming to a head. If you're dealing with whoever you're dealing with, I feel like going towards the middle of the month, things are going to get better. But I can't help but to feel like there's some narcissism that's going on because of the Four of Pentacles. And narcissistic people, rarely do they have successful relationships with people. They just don't. So if you're carrying narcissistic traits with you, or if you're carrying energy from a narcissist, because I can definitely tell that there's a cord that needs to be cut. All of these sevens in here lets me know that there's some sort of attachment that is holding the relationship back from going anywhere. Okay. And you can also tell that there seems to be some sort of emotional confusion on somebody's part. Somebody is not able to pull through or move forward in the situation. Now, I do see you guys. I don't really feel like it's a breakup, but rather I feel like it's a period of time where you're kind of like in limbo. Feel like it's left in limbo. And I do see the situation coming back or going back to normal towards the end of August. The Six of Cups comes up. So I do see a good outcome because the Six of Cups was the final card. But I feel like there's a lot of issues because somebody doesn't want to let go of the past. They just don't want to do it. And I feel like somebody is being extremely negative. It's either Sagittarius or it's your partner. They're like, no, you're going to do this to me. You're going to do that to me again. And that could be a possibility. It seems like whatever's going on, the relationship seems to be in trouble. Also, Temperance tells me that there could be, and I feel like it's an oversaturation of drama coming on somebody coming from one end of the relationship. One person wants to move forward and say, screw all this drama. I'm tired of it. But the other person is kind of like stagnant. Then I can sense there's some stagnation when it comes to the finances, which can really cause a lot of problems because somebody is looking for financial freedom, either Sagittarius or the lover. Okay, but maybe there's an issue with knowing how to get to that or knowing how to get to that. So finances are definitely an issue, especially if somebody has some sort of codependency. The Temperance card can represent codependency. I do feel though, however, the relationship is meant to be. Just because the Devil card comes up, it seems like there's really a connection between the two of you, but somebody is really angry and then somebody is stuck in the past. So I feel like one of you is angry and then the other one is stuck in the past. And I feel like this, the Three of Wands comes up. I feel like the both of you have some growing up to do. Okay. And also, what another thing that this Four of Pentacles tells me is that both parties have made mistakes. One person has admitted to their mistakes and the other person is playing victim. So either you're going to be a victim or you're going to be in a successful relationship, one or the other. You just going to have to grow up. Okay, that's really the only way it's going to work. I do see somebody going through like a growth process. What final advice do you have for the Sagittarius? Okay, see the Four of Cups comes up. There's a serious problem. Somebody doesn't want to let their emotions come out. Somebody is holding everything in. They're holding all of their pain in. And you know what? When you do that, when you start to seem very vague to people. I think that that's where the trust issue is coming from because somebody is not really opening up emotionally. Okay. Hold on a minute, guys. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. So, I feel like it's some people that are stuck in their childhood. Your childhood, even though a lot of people's childhood does hold them back, you got to get out of that mode. You got to get out of that mode to where you're sitting around feeling sorry for yourself about things that you couldn't control. You couldn't control what happened to you as a child. You were a child. So the Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles coming up in the same reading lets me know that's really the only way that it's going to work is if somebody stops denying their emotions, if they'll stop denying how they feel and just come forward. Okay, and say, okay, well, this is what's going on. Okay, I do have an issue. I do have problems with relationships because da 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 da. Okay, but I do love you and I want to work it out. See, somebody needs to open up. That's the problem, is that there's not a whole lot of communication. And until you free yourself or let all those negative emotions go that mean nothing, because those emotions really don't mean anything. And the person that evidently did something to you as a child, they winning. They won. Oh, okay. Because here's the thing. Here's the one thing that I've noticed about Sagittarius is y'all have a problem with getting angry about things that you can't control. So it's an issue because you're always going over the same situation saying, why can't I control this? Why can't I control this? Same thing as far as what happened when you were a kid, or maybe what happened in a previous relationship. You couldn't really control that. It wasn't meant for you to control it. It was meant for you to learn from it and move forward. Okay. So I feel like there's some things, even though the judgment card did not come up, I feel like, there's, especially with that seven, you got three sevens, and that's a repeating number. So you may want to go because it's going to mean different things to different people. These are general readings. Okay. But that seven represents when I feel like it represents when it's time to let go and move forward, cut those cords from the past and move on with your life. And I actually talked about this yesterday with the Sagittarius is while I was doing the reading for if you are negative or positive. The same thing came up for the Sagittarius, the same exact thing. Okay. This is why I can't be with a Sagittarius. I'm sorry. We can be friends. I can be cool with y'all. But I usually attract damaged people, and Sagittarius they don't like to admit when they've been damaged. They don't, especially the men. I don't know about the women, but the men don't know how to admit when they're damaged. So they just kind of go around with blinders. No, I'm perfect. Can't you tell? Even though I've got veins popping out of my forehead, can't you tell that I'm perfect? But you just cussed me out 5 minutes ago. No, I'm perfect. I haven't done anything wrong. You're the crazy one. It's, somebody that really loves you is going to stick by you through that. But people that don't really love you, they're going to be like, bye. But I feel like now you do have somebody that really loves you, or even they think they love you. Really, to be honest with you, you got to find out if that person is the one. If they not the one, okay, fine, maybe you shouldn't waste your time, but evidently it must be something going on to be having all those problems, okay? And then also, again, I feel like it's a constant focus on the negative over and over again, over and over again. And Sagittarius is y'all will come in with assumptions about what is happening, and nothing will be happening. You like I have seen more Sagittarius, I've done a lot of readings for Sagittarius. They always accuse their partners of cheating when they're not. They always accuse them of doing something when nothing is going on. Always. They seem to. All right, we're going to move on to the singles. Hit that thumbs up, y'all. Okay, spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels. For the single Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Where are you seeing single Sagittariuses in their love life right now? Okay, the Sun card comes up, the High Priest comes up, and the Empress, okay? So I feel like a lot of you single Sagittariuses are enjoying being single, okay, with the Sun card coming up, with the High Priest. And the Empress tells me that a lot of you Sagittariuses want a family. You want the stability of a relationship. So I feel like you want it. I feel like a lot of you single Sagittariuses are actually in a better place right now than some of the ones that are in relationships. So I feel like coming up in August, I can see somebody being attracted to you. I feel like with the Sun card coming up, like there's a lot of people that are attracted to you right now. But I will tell you that with the High Priest coming up, you're a little too judgmental. Well, I don't like the way that person wears their ponytail to the side instead of to the back. I don't like the way this person flips their collar up instead of flipping it down. Okay, stuff like that is not as important. Those are, I guess, but I just think that a lot of you guys are being a little too picky. Okay, especially when there's slim pickings out there. I don't want this person because their shoelace was untied one day. This person had beer smell on their breath. Well, you were at a bar. What do you expect? Did you offer them a mint? Stuff like that, And then also, I feel as though the High Priest is telling me that too many of you Sagittariuses are looking and paying attention to aesthetics and the way somebody is shaped. Let me tell you something. A lot of y'all that are in social media all the time, looking at these Instagram models and these Photoshop, you are not understanding that is not a real body. And if you were in your 30s or 40s, you ain't gonna find nobody with no perfect body, especially if yours ain't perfect. What are you expecting stuff out of somebody? You're not even supposed to be looking for that. You're supposed to be looking deeper than that, is what the High Priest is telling me. Because somebody, you see how the Empress has kind of a gut. You see what I'm saying? You see there? Okay. You may find somebody that may not have the perfect body. So what? Go to the gym with them. Go on a walk with them. Be positive about the situation. Maybe they've been through a lot of stress. Honestly, you need to look deeper than just surface value. Oh, this person's head is too big, or this person's nose is too big. It's like, are you looking for love, or are you looking for a statue? Because they got plenty of statues and blow-up dolls that you can buy. All right. And if you have your own body image issues, Sagittarius, then change it or deal with it or just accept and love yourself. What are you seeing coming up for the Sagittarius singles in August 2019? Okay, the Justice card flipped over. Oh, goodness, cards are flipping over. The 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. So I feel like this is exactly what you're learning. First of all, like I said, especially you men, y'all look at an Instagram model, or either you look at a magazine or something, and you'll think that those people's bodies actually look like that. Now, they may not be, they may not be morbidly obese, or, they're not, you know what I'm saying? But they Photoshop a lot of their, a lot of the flaws that people have. Those are Photoshopped or either fake bodies. Okay. So this is about learning to, not necessarily look at somebody on the surface, but look deeper than that, because otherwise you'll just be superficial. And I wouldn't want to be with somebody that's superficial. I wouldn't want to be with somebody that's superficial, or either somebody that's constantly obsessing over what their body looks like. Come on now. You can't have happiness with that. You just can't. You just can't. Because I know a lot of people that are overweight and they happy and they in relationships and they work out together and improve themselves together. Okay, I think everybody done gained a little bit of weight, especially with all this negative spiritual warfare going on. Okay. Are you seeing a new lover come in? I'm not really seeing a lover come in through the Justice card. There may be a Libra that could be coming into the picture. I'm going to see what's going on. Okay. Yeah, I'm serious about that. All right, you guys got Justice, 9 of Coins, 8 of Coins or Pentacles, 8 of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the World card, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Karma or the Judgment card. So again, here's that Judgment card. This is where you're being a little too judgmental. This is when you are prejudging somebody. So I do feel that there is somebody that seems to be coming in that I really can't see them clearly, because it seems like to me that there's a part of you that feels that somebody should be perfect. Nobody is going to be perfect, Sag. Nobody. Everybody has flaws. But you know why everybody has flaws? Because we're all human. Now, unless you want to try to pull an alien out of the sky that's perfect, then okay, maybe it could be an alien or something that's just unbelievably perfect and unreal. But other than that, most of the people that you meet on planet Earth are going to have some kind of flaw. Birthmarks, maybe scars from their childhood, maybe, I don't know, whatever it is, whatever imperfection that person has. And you got to learn to stop being so superficial when it comes. Yeah, quit being shallow, Hal. And then especially some of y'all be talking to your friends, ooh, that person ugly. And your friends sitting up there looking at you like, ugly is a strong word. You need to get it together. Because you ain't perfect either. And I personally feel like people that sit up there and call other people, that are evil about other people's looks, it makes you look unattractive to real people. And then you're searching for a real person. How you going to find a real person when you're being superficial? You can't do that. You'll never be happy. And so you're going for these people because they fit into your idea of what a person is supposed to look like. But then you realize that under the surface, and so that's why you keep losing in love, because you keep looking at this superficial stuff that means nothing. And then you find yourself like, well, oh my God, I'm so unhappy with this person. And the reason why is because you didn't look deeper. You were so taken back by the image of that person. And then when you met that person, or maybe you didn't meet that person, who knows, what it is, who knows, but it's like you got to stop being so judgmental, because you ain't gonna it's just not gonna happen. Okay. And then also another thing that Spirit is telling me is that it can be a turnoff if you're dating somebody and you're talking about other people. I would never date somebody and sit there and go, I'm sitting out at dinner with somebody. And all of a sudden I see somebody, I'm like, that person's ugly and that person's ugly. And look at that person's shoes are old. And look at that person. Their shirt is kind of wrinkled. Look at this person. And it's like, slow down. You need to take into account what you're doing and the way you look to other people when you do that. Okay. And none of your superficial friends are going to say that because they just fine with being single with you. I'm just keeping it real. Okay. Okay. Final advice for the single Sagittarius. And see, the high priest is who came up with that. Then you did get the world card. You did get the world card that comes up. So I do see you getting some kind of closure. Like I said, this Knight of Swords does come up in the reading, but they're not perfect. They may have stretch marks. Stretch marks happen when you grow. Okay, you can put coconut butter and coconut oil and all kind of stuff and shea butter. It's a part of life. It's a part of life for some, some people just have stretch marks or something. You got to learn how to accept people's imperfections, and then you'll be happier in life. Okay, and I feel like for some reason, this is definitely a Sagittarius thing. I do. I feel like a lot of y'all have somehow been programmed through social media and the movies. You can get as good as you can be. But for me, I'm like, well, I'm fine with the way my body is shaped. I have no problem with that. But and so why would you want somebody that I want to look like this person? And you get with people that are like that, and it's like that's low self-esteem. Wanting to be like somebody else is low self-esteem. I don't want to be like somebody else. I want to be like me. Clarify this Knight of Swords. I want to see what this Knight of Swords is doing. Okay, see, the Hermit comes up. So I feel like I don't see a new lover coming in. I really don't. Not for August. And then, like I said, this air sign that's coming in, you're not accepting them. The reason why you can't accept them is because you need to look at yourself. Oh, I don't want to accept this person because they look like so and so and so. Or they don't look right to me. And so then it's not going to work out anyway. I could see an air sign coming in, but I don't really see it as going anywhere. I feel like you're going to go down the same road that you always do. Final advice for the single Sagittarius. And see, then the Two of Pentacles comes up. So a lot of you Sagittarius, you want to date more than one person at the same time. You want to juggle one or two people, which I don't feel that y'all should do that, but y'all are notorious for doing that. Sagittarius will date 3 or 4 people at the same time. You need to try to focus on one person. You can't even keep one person. How you going to date 3 or 4? Knight of Pentacles comes up. Knight of Pentacles represents, it could be a lover that's coming in, like maybe sometime towards the end of August. Like maybe there's somebody that might be coming back. But I got a feeling that spirit is, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like there's a fake person that's coming back because the High Priestess came up. So I don't know. Either you're going to try to get something real out of that situation instead of avoiding the truth, or I would let that person go because the High Priestess is saying it's a no-go on that person. Yeah, move on. 6 of Swords. Whoever this earth sign person is, you need to move on from that person, whoever it is. Okay. And the reason why is because they come in really, really strong. And then the next thing you know, you got crickets. And so this is something that you've been doing over and over again. You've been in a cycle with this person. This may be a karmic lover. This may be a lover that's asking for money or something. And that's pretty much all they want is your money. They don't want nothing else but the money. So you got a very superficial person that seems to be, coming in and out. And I would let that person go and move forward. And then plus, I feel like that person is rubbing off on you and it's making it impossible for other people to be attracted to you. Okay. And if they are initially attracted to you, they're not attracted to you for long because then you start to, you're trying to get love and acceptance from whoever this earth sign is. And then they don't. And then you get angry and then you start to lash out and you start to take that out on other people. In fact, I can tell that that's what you're going to do with this air sign person, and that person is going to back off of you, which I think that the air sign person is actually a good person for you, but you're totally avoiding and ignoring that person. Okay. All right. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat real quick in case I got to block some folks. Here's your cards. Yeah, I said exactly. It's always, it's always hold on. Okay, Orion's daughter says got a skin condition. Me love cat. These readings may not resonate for everybody. These are general readings. So if it's for you, I'm sorry. Maybe spirits want to point out the people that are having issues so that they can get some advice. So if you're a Sagittarius and you're in a wonderful relationship and everything is lovely, I'm happy for you. I will dance at your wedding. All right. So anyway, that's you guys' love reading for August. Okay. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for the love. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. And like I said, if you guys need to reach me for anything, the link to my website is below. Okay. I'll see y'all later. Love and light.